Good morning, everyone. May I request you to please turn on your cam so we can start? Yeah. So, good morning, Wednesday. This is our week 8 and our last meeting
Last
for this
day.
week. Yes, because tomorrow, no classes, and as well as on Friday. So, don't forget, 10 o'clock yung ating program. And wait lang tayo sa link na ibibigay. So they're still deciding whether to use Google Meet or Zoom instead. Okay, so Kangyun, can you please lead us in prayer? Because Nathan on our last meeting is the one who led us in prayer. Is that Olivia?
Let's pray here for help time to help us to tumawa and obey Jesus. We pray. Amen.
Oh, I can hear Mrs. Tagok's voice. I will chat her later. I can hear your voice. Okay. Anyway, good morning, everyone. We are going to discuss our last topic in health, and this is also included in our third quarter exam. Okay, so after this one, you will have a short assessment, and then pag may extra time pa, we can play a game yung nilalaro natin na nakaraan to, just to unwind and loosen up. Okay, so medyo gugustuhin siguro na sana matapos agad para laro na lang kami. Okay. So, let us start. For those who recently entered the room, we are going to discuss our lesson 11 in health, which is common beliefs about the causes of diseases. So, do you have your grandfather or grandmother who are still alive? And may na-share ba sila sa inyo na they are believing in some, supernatural beliefs? Okay, so if they are, if they are not Christian, meron din naman kasi mga instances na gano'n. So, meron ba mga relatives? Wala naman.
Some mama. According to
Jello,
my
can you
mom's.
share some, na kwento nila sa'yo? Yung mga pamahiin in Filipino, no, tungkol sa mga sakit. Are you familiar? Ito na lang, based sa mga napapanood natin sa Jessica Soho. No? Yes, Eunice, you are raising your hand.
Nabati, ma'am.
Yeah, that one, nabati or nausog, Are you familiar with that? That,
No, ma'am.
Narausog.
yes, uh, I can't explain truly kung saan nanggaling yan, pero according to my mom, ilang beses na daw nangyari sa akin yan. You know what? Yung feeling na you are so well, then all of a sudden you will feel cold and then you will start to vomit. Have you
Yes, ma'am, that
experienced?
sometimes happens.
Tapos sobrang hilong-hilo ka. And then what will people do? Ano sunod nun? Lalawayan. Alam nyo ba yon na nilalawayan? Kung sino daw yung nakausog sa'yo, lalawayan ka niya. Then you will start to feel better. Yan yung mga
Huh?
practices na iba. Yan, they will do this then. They will lick their finger and then put it on you. That's true, ha? That's true. Ano pa? Thank you for that, Eunice.
Ma'am, that's very unsanitary.
Yeah, but I don't know. Ito yung mga practices sa Filipino eh. What else? Yung naduwende, like that, naduwende, no? When you go to a mountain, tapos after you go back to your home, tapos may mga infection ka, sabi nila naduwende daw or na-engkanto, something like that. Filipinos have a lot of mythical creatures. Okay? And these mythical creatures are somewhat part of the common beliefs about the causes of diseases. So as an introduction,
Na ano,
yes,
like,
Yosha,
you were cursed. You were
you were
cursed.
cursed, no? Sinumpa ka, no? Sinumpa sumpa in Filipino, or someone casted a chant or spell on you. Alam niyo ba, ano ako nito, nakabasa ako ng sharing sa Facebook, kasi ito yung mga ano ngayon, na someone casted a spell on her, but according to her, she returned it to the one who casted the spell on it.
Oh, I know that, ma'am.
Kasi parang ang tawag dito, an old woman touch her, and then she touches that woman back in order not for the spell to occur on her body. May mga ganong beliefs. Okay? So, let us have a scientific basis according to the diseases that we as people, no, commonly might experience. So, early times, diseases are believed to be caused by the following: wrath of an avenging god, influence of magic or malevolent spirits that inhabited, yung mga nakatira sa stream, sa puno, ano tawag dito, nag-change into form of an animal, on air, and even on land. And others are believing also that it was done on purpose or accidentally. You provoke a spirit. Yan, yung shinare kanina, na duwende, no? Na bate, na asog. Okay, and others. Because of this, yes, yeah, Angela?
This is like talking about the movie Coco, ma'am, or maybe Book of Life.
Oh, nice to share.
Oh, yeah.
So these common beliefs, they led into these results, no? So sabi nila, there are ways to protect one from disease, but these are somehow, no, not clinically and scientifically proven. First, chants, spells, amulets. You know amulets in Filipino? Anting-anting. No? Sacrifices to the gods. Taboos were obeyed, and haunted places were being avoided. So, usong-uso to ngayon, no? Lalo na sa mga nagbablog. They are albularyo. Yes, that is true. Some, may mga places in the Philippines that they are known doing this kind of things. No? Capiz, Capiz has a stereotype that that is the place wherein there are a lot of aswang, no? Albularyo, quack doctors, yan. They are using plants, then they are going to hit the person with disease using different oils and chants na hindi mo maintindihan what they are saying. Okay?
Sometimes sinusugatan.
Oh, sinusugatan pa. Others, they are acting like they are being possessed by the spirits that will heal the person. Yan. May mga shaky-shaky pang katawan na gano'n, and tumitirik-tirik yung mata, rolled eyes. Okay, but this, according to scientific practices, we cannot guarantee, no? Na gagaling tayo sa pamamagitan ng mga ito. Naniniwala tayo na ang ating protection ay nanggagaling lamang saan? Sa taas, no? We are believing that God is always with us, okay? And we are always being protected as long as we are going to seek for His protection. Okay? So, next. So, there are general factors that, typographical error. Yan. So, meron tayong general factors that influence the health equilibrium. So, it was given in order to prove that not just because of a spirit of an avenging God, uh, ano pa ba? Any supernatural creature were the one who caused us the disease. Okay, so these are the general factors that influence or might affect the balance of our health or and wellness. First, susceptible hosts. Second, pathogens. And third, environment. We can assume that these three factors have scientific basis which made them considered as the one that can influence our health equilibrium. So let us have the susceptible host first. So any of us, any person, you and I can be infected by the pathogen. But it doesn't mean that all of us no, will get the disease because people with stronger immune system can survive compared to the weaker one. Kasi we are always being exposed to microorganisms that may give us a disease causing a disease, sorry. But people with weaker immune system, they are more vulnerable to diseases. Kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na sakitin. Because these are people with no weaker immune system. Their organ system was not able to fight the infection. Have you experienced that nilalagnat kayo after uh, na nasugatan kayo o kaya you have pus in Filipino, pigsa, okay? Or normally, may lagnat lang. Tapos, your fever is accompanied by colds and cough. Why? Because that is the mechanism of your body fighting an infection inside. So, yung lagnat na magkakaroon tayo, that is a signal that your body is fighting, no? An antigens inside your immune system. Next, second factor is pathogens. We previously learned that there are harmful microorganisms that may give us disease. Okay? And that is true. They may come in various shapes, sizes, and forms. It can be bacteria, virus, or parasites. But let us remember that each disease is caused by a specific pathogen. Hindi pwedeng bacteria, virus, parasite, sama-sama sa isang sakit. Hindi ganon. Hindi ganon. If you have, for example, a bacterial infection, that is caused by bacteria. Viral infection, virus yan. If you have a parasite in your body, for example, may mga, you know, may mga bulate sa inyong digestive system, that is a parasitism caused by the parasite. And last factor that we have is the environment. Ngayon, we are being advised no to maintain social distance. Why? Because social distancing somehow, hindi nga somehow it's a big help, no? To somehow control the mode of transmission of COVID-19. Kaya all of us are being encouraged to be responsible na maintain muna natin ang distance sa isa't isa. Because that could be a factor that may influence the health equilibrium. Environment or mode of transmission or transfer of the pathogen from an infected person to a new susceptible host is possible. It can be airborne, waterborne, or sexual, direct and indirect contact. So, ibig sabihin, pathogens can be transferred from one person to another in different ways. Okay? Pag airborne, sa hangin yan. Waterborne, like the amoeba, pwede nating mainom sa ininom nating contaminated water. Sexual contact, AIDS can be transferred from one person to another. Direct, paano yon? May sipon siya, hinawakan mo yung kamay niya. Ngayon, hinawakan mo rin yung ilong mo. And yung ilong mo, that is an entrance, okay? Where microorganism can enter your body. Indirect, paano? Natalsikan ka nung laway niya. Okay? That's why social distancing nowadays is very important. Do you have anything to add? You would like to say something? Wala? Okay, let's continue. So we have here a chain of infection. As you can see here, communicable disease or infectious disease is an illness that caused by any microorganism and it can be transferred from one host to another. So, titignan natin ngayon, according to chain of infection, paano napupunta ang isang disease-causing microorganism from the susceptible host or the infected person to another na hindi naman may, no, what they call this, na healthy naman in the first place. So let us begin the chain. First, we have our causative agents or the germs. These are disease-causing microorganisms that may come in various sizes, shapes, and can cause different disease. Kanina, it was given, it can be a bacteria, viruses, and parasites. So we are being exposed to this every single day. Kahit na you're just sitting right now, your place may be infected by a bacteria. But as you become a reservoir or the place where causative agents live and multiply, your body may fight the infection. If you have a stronger immunity, no, then you can avoid having a disease. So, sino ba yung pwedeng maging host or pagpirhan ng ating mga agent? People, animals, or pets. Kaya nga, di ba, nagkakasakit sila? Okay? Dogs, cats, and
Rabies.
even reptiles, if yun ang kanilang preferred pet at home. Wild animals can be also infected by viral infections and even bacterial. Food, no? Soil, and even water can be contaminated. So, ito yung mga lugar, again, where agents live and multiply. How are they multiplying? What type of reproduction? Naku, kaka-review lang natin sa science yan. Starts with
The what,
B,
ma'am?
Binary fission.
binary fission. Exactly. Okay, so binary fission is an asexual reproduction. Now, next to reservoir or the source is the mode of exit. Paano siya aalis dun sa kanyang unang susceptible host? It can be through your mouth, vomit, saliva, cuts in the skin, that is from your blood. During diapering, you're changing diapers kung merong mang bata sa bahay. And toileting, your stool. Okay? Your stool might has a lot, few, no, bacteria. Okay? What else? Um, when you are talking, sneezing, and coughing. So, umalis na, no, sa host yung ating agent. So, ngayon, saan siya pupunta? Mapapasa muna siya sa ating susunod na host. Paano? Okay? This is these are the mode of transmission. Contact through your hands, toys, sand, droplets, no? When you speak, sneeze, or cough. So these are the ways on how the causative agent is transferred from the host to another host. Kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na hawa-hawa, no? Or contagious diseases. Next, paano naman papasok yung ating agent from to the body of the next host? Okay? It can be on their mouth, cuts on their skin, and eyes. So, in relation to what we are experiencing right now, we are being encouraged to carry, no, an alcohol or a sanitizer, and there are a lot, okay, on places where we usually go to, kasi it can truly kill, no, an agent in an instant. Kasi sa 5 minutes na meron tayo, pwede na tayong maging infected ng kahit alin na agent dyan. Why? Because we are used to touching our eyes, our nose, and even our mouth. When we are eating, lalo na tayo Filipino, we are used to eat using our hands, right? Eh, paano kung hindi nyo hinugasan yung kamay ninyo? And then you touch something which was infected by an agent. So usually, you are no, a potential host of an agent. And lastly, if your body was not able to fight the possible infection, you are the next sick person. Okay? And there are also type of the category of people with compromised immune system, like the babies, children, elderly people, and people with a weakened immune system, unimmunized people, and even anyone. Ngayon, going back, nilalagay natin, no, sa sitwasyon natin ngayon. What is the reason why itong age na to, nasakop kayo? You are not being encouraged to go outside. Kasi you are vulnerable. Your age bracket is vulnerable to the COVID-19 and even the senior people. No? Pero, even the healthiest one can also be infected by COVID-19. Kaya nga, di ba, there are a lot of doctors who died just because of fighting this disease. Kahit matagal na silang nagtatrabaho sa ospital, they were still, able to survive because the genome of this disease last year talagang matindi siya. Okay? Yes, Yosha, would you like to say something? Okay, so let's proceed. So as we, yes, okay. Thank you for that. Ano ba ang pinagkaiba, no, ng bacteria and virus? I-insert lang natin tong ano na to. Disclaimer, no, hindi ako doktor. I am not an expert on this field, but just according to, what we usually study, virus, no, kailangan niya ng kakapitan. Kailangan niya ng host in order for it to survive. Unlike the bacteria, even on non-living things, sa mga gamit natin, mabubuhay sila. Okay? Ang virus, kailangan nasa katawan
So, mas
ng
powerful ang
living
bacteria, mama.
organism. Po?
Mas powerful ang bacteria, pero when it comes to
Depende.
spreading,
Depende, no? Depende sa ano. Pero mas mahirap lang talagang gamutin kapag virus. Okay? Kasi sa bacteria, meron pa tayong panlaban, no? The antibiotics. Pero sa virus, kung hindi siya well-known, yung kanyang behavior and its characteristic, like what we have right now, mahirap talaga siyang labanan. Okay? So, let us proceed. As we are now familiar to the chain of infection, let us be more knowledgeable on the stages of infection. So, almost all infections are caused by pathogens or disease-causing microorganisms that, that successfully invade our invade and multiply inside our body. So the following here are the stages of infection when we started to be exposed to a pathogen. Okay, that is our first stage. Exposure to various microorganisms may lead to disease, but not all the time. Okay? But not all the time. Kasi if your body has, again, paulit-ulit na ako, if your body has a strong immune system, it can fight the infection. So what body cell is responsible in keeping our immune system healthy? Sa tatlo, plasma, white blood cells, or red blood cells?
White.
White. No? Kaya kapag ang katawan natin, okay, hindi healthy ang white blood cells, mahihirapang lumaban. Second stage we have is after we got exposed to a pathogen, that is the time that our immune system will do its work. It will conduct its natural defense and battles pathogens. So if you are familiar to the anime Cell City,
The cells at work, ma'am?
the cells at work, sorry. Yeah, the cells at work.
Yeah,
It's a
ma'am.
fun anime to watch. If you can relate, no, yung mga terms na ginagamit. I am laughing
Ma'am,
the
a doctor
whole
watched
watch.
cells at work and they said
Okay.
cells at work is accurate. It's
Yes.
kind of accurate.
Yes. Okay. Third stage, if your body's immunity fails, pathogens will continue to grow and multiply. And that is the time that you will start to feel the symptoms of the disease. Okay. And your body will start to get weakened. So dahil meron na kayong sakit, for example lang naman, wag naman sana, okay, fourth stage natin is the treatment and intervention. So as we experience the following symptoms, this will enable our medical practitioners to ascertain the right management and treatment to provide. Kaya tayo nagpapa-check up, ano? Okay? When we are feeling us that there is something wrong in our body. And if treatment is successful, it will lead to recovery as well. And last stage that we have, ito, death. Not everyone, no, who is experiencing the disease will experience death suddenly, no? Suddenly lang naman. Okay? But it is truly the last stage if meron na kayong sakit, then hindi nyo pinansin. Kasi ang Pilipino, hanggat hindi malala ang sakit talaga, takot magpa-check up sa doktor.
Yeah,
That's
ma'am.
why, kapag na-discover na nila na there are complications na na-develop just because of a simple disease at first, ayan, yan na ang huling kakahantungan. Death. No? Death occurs due to late interventions, treatment, and management. But we should always remember that lahat naman tayo, yan ang ating patutunguhan. Okay? Kaya nga we are, no? We must secure our salvation as early as today. So, as the remaining time, meron pa tayo enough time. In 2 minutes, I want you to chat here on our chat box. What can you and what is your own interpretation on this image? So, chat lang dito sa ating chat box. What is your interpretation about this image? So, this is a short exercise and assessment of our discussion today. And as you answer, we will wrap up, no, and end this lesson. Okay? You may now start. You have 2 minutes to chat your answer. 1.5 minutes left. I want you to chat here on our chat box. What is your
Interpretation of
interpretation
what?
about this image? Ano sa tingin ninyo ang message behind? Still have 1 minute.
What do you mean message, ma'am?
As you look at this image, what do you think is the message that this image tries to convey? $40. Okay, we'll give an extension of 20 seconds for those who are not yet chatting their answer. Yan, iba-ibang interpretation. Mhm. 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 Okay, so I can see here there are short interpretation na prevention is better than cure. Um, Preventing the sickness is easier than curing it. Prevention is heavier and cure is lightweight. Oh, early prevention does better than numerous cures. Prevention is better because you won't get hurt and need a cure. Prevention is more known and sometimes it helps more to not cause the disease. So, pag gumagamit tayo ng weighing scale, kapag nasa baba siya, ano ibig sabihin?
Heavier.
Heavier. Okay? As you can see here, prevention weighs heavier or still more important than the cure. Kasi if we are going to try to prevent it, then we don't need anything to be cured. Ano? But let us remember that keeping ourselves healthy at all times still is the most important. May mga gamot out there, but keeping ourselves healthy, no? Recalling lang yung ating lesson 10 na towards maintaining health and wellness, that's still more important than curing. So, thank you for your participation today. Wala na tayong oras eh. Sorry. Okay? And lunchtime na rin kasi. So, di bale, uh, I will try to come up with a fellowship on the last day of our exam. Meron na akong nahanap na ano eh. Pwede nating mga laruin. Okay? On the last
Ma'am,
day
I
of
thought
our
we have, that junior high school game at end of exam, like always.
Medyo, try to, ano lang, no, understand, medyo heavy kasi ang preparation kapag per quarter. Okay, so thank you. I will post this recorded lesson on Canvas. Reminder, yung ating requirements, sinend ko na po sa ating group. So I'll see you next week on our exam. Gambate. Goodbye.
Bye.